Good morning, dear students. We are going to start with our next concept, that is forms of public enterprises. I hope you have earlier read the chapter which we have completed, the concept which we have completed, that is about the private sector and what are the features of private sector that must be clear to you. Now we are going to start with chapter 3, part that is form of public enterprises. I told you that public enterprises are those enterprises which are owned, controlled and managed by the government. They are wholly owned, controlled and managed by the government, and they work for the public interest. That is, their aim is service motive along with the profit. The private sector, it aims fully at earning more and more profit, but the aim of public sector is to earn profits, but the primary aim is service motive. So they are categorized into the public sector, and from the legal point of view, public enterprises can both be incorporated. I'll highlight that word, that is incorporated, and unincorporated. It might be registered or it might not be registered. So it is essential to get the enterprises falling in the incorporated category to be registered under the regarding various organization, while the unincorporated enterprises can be started without any registration. I hope it's clear to you. Next slide is, now we are going to discuss these three forms of public enterprises in our chapter further. One is a departmental undertaking, other one is a statutory or public corporation, and third one is a government company. But first of all, I'll start with the departmental form of undertaking. Departmental undertaking. What is departmental undertaking? Departmental undertaking, it refers to public enterprise which is run as a part of government department. The control is of government under the direction of ministry concerned. It means all these private public sectors whose name is departmental undertaking, they are the government departments owned, controlled by the government. Private individuals, they don't have any capital in this, they don't have any share in the departmental undertakings, and they are run by, means controlling body of departmental undertaking is which form of government? That is ministry concerned. There must be one ministry concerned who looks after, who control, who guide the departmental undertaking. For example, I'll give you the example. For example, Indian Post and Telegraph Department, which is run by Ministry of Communication. Indian Railways, it is run by Ministry of Railways. And All India Radio, Doordarshan, then telephone services, ordnance factory are all the examples of departmental organization. मोस्ट पॉपुलर फॉर्म है ये डिपार्टमेंटल अंडरटेकिंग और fully owned and controlled by the government. I have already told you government, if when I say government, that may be local, that may be state government, or that may be central government, and it is managed and controlled by the ministry concerned. जो भी डिसीजन किए जाते हैं, they are sent to the स्टेट जो पार्लियामेंट में भेजे जाते हैं फॉर द अप्रूवल और रिपोर्ट रिगार्डिंग द एक्टिविटीज ऑफ दीज department is prepared and sent by the parliament and the state assembly. The minister concerned with the departmental organization is accountable for the success or failure of the department, and the secretary of the department is a chief executive officer who works under the guidance and control of the ministry. Every year a budget is prepared. आपको पता है कि बजट बनाया जाता है, जैसे रेलवे को इतना बजट मिला, एजुकेशन को इतना बजट मिला, ह्यूमन रिसोर्स डिपार्टमेंट, इट इज ऑल्सो द डिपार्टमेंटल फॉर्म ऑफ अंडरटेकिंग. ठीक है, तो उनको बजट्स मिलते हैं, अप्रूव होते हैं, एंड गवर्नमेंट अप्रूवल इज ऑब्टेन्ड फॉर दिस. नेक्स्ट, For the next, we'll move further. That is, yeah, these are the types of departmental undertakings: Ministry of Communication, Doordarshan, Indian Post and Telegraph. Then you can see the Indian Railways. They all are the examples of the departmental undertaking. Now, the features of departmental undertaking. Which business organization is known as departmental undertaking? Very simple. The first feature of this is formation. Now, it is formed by the government, owned by the government, controlled by the government, and it is always associated with the special ministry. Like I told you, that Ministry of Railways, they control the railway department, railways, and the Ministry of Communication, they control, guide the post and telegraph department. So it is always concerned, it is always associated with some ministry. That is the main characteristic of departmental undertaking. Next one is ownership. Ownership, I told you there is no private ownership. It is entirely compulsory of the government. Management is done by the ministry concerned. All the decisions relating to the department is made by the government. The secretary of the department, I told you, he's a chief executive officer. Financing is completely done by the government through general budgets. They have no right to borrow from the public. They can't issue their shares. They can't invite public to subscribe for their shares. They draw money from the government treasury for their daily expenditures, and their income, that is the revenue, is also deposited in the government treasury. I hope it's clear to you. Next one is appointments. All the appointments are through Union Public Service Commission examination. If you clear the entrance exams of UPSC or SSB, that is the Staff Selection Board, only then you will be eligible for the job in these departments. These departments may have their own staff selection boards. For example, Railway Service Commission is formed by the Railway Department, and employees of the department undertaking are the government employees. We can call that इनकी कौन सी job है? Government job है. Then no separate existence is there. These undertakings do not have any existence of their own. In other words, if we say that they cannot have any property by their own name. They cannot file any court case against anyone without the permission of the government, and nobody can sue them. यानी अगर कोई रेलवे की प्रॉपर्टी है तो इट मीन्स उनका अपना कोई पर्सनल नहीं है, ये गवर्नमेंट का ही प्रॉपर्टी है. और अगर उन्होंने किसी को स्यू भी करना है, कोई केस करना है, तो वो भी with the permission of the government they can file a case against that person. Then administrative autonomy is there. All the decisions, they do not have any administrative autonomy. The decisions are taken by the government. Government is one who takes the major decisions and who interferes in the regular operation of the business. The department undertaking, whether he's a director, whether he's a chief executive officer, he cannot have freedom to make his own decisions. Right, dear students? Now, the next one is the merits. There are a number of merits of departmental undertaking. First is very easy formation. Very easily formed, no complications required. Government, if he or she wants, government wants to open the department undertaking, and under some ministry concern, they can establish by the administrative order of the government. Effective control is there. That is the main, the merit of the government undertaking. The management is done under the rules framed by the relevant ministry. जो भी रेलिवेंट मिनिस्ट्री है, कंसर्न मिनिस्ट्री है, जैसे मैंने बताया अभी मिनिस्ट्री ऑफ कम्युनिकेशन है, तो रूल्स एंड रेगुलेशन कौन फॉर्म करेगी? मिनिस्ट्री ऑफ कम्युनिकेशन. किसके लिए? पोस्ट एंड टेलीग्राफ डिपार्टमेंट के लिए, और जो डिपार्टमेंट उनके अंडर आता है. ऐसे ही मिनिस्ट्री ऑफ रेलवेज जो है वो किसके लिए रूल्स प्रिपेयर करेगी? रूल्स रेगुलेशंस प्रिपेयर करेगी. दैट इज फॉर इंडियन रेलवेज. एंड work is done by educated, mostly IAS, IPS officers, trained officers. They are the directors, chief executive officers of these departmental undertakings, and they have effective control, right? Increase in government income, the revenue earned by these departmental undertaking is a major source of income for the government. The income of, we can say, revenue, and thus the earned income adds to the existing government income, and that income is spent on the various welfare activities of the society, because the departmental undertakings, that is, they are formed for the service motive along with the profit motive. They are running into losses. If they are running into losses, even then they are not shut, because the aim of these departments is to provide the service to the poor section, to all sections of society. The next one is decrease in tax burden. Government puts taxes on the public to meet its expenditure, but if there are department undertakings, अगर department undertakings हैं और revenue कमा रहे हैं, profits कमा रहे हैं, तो government को वो taxes बढ़ाने का, increase in tax rate करने की जरूरत नहीं है, क्योंकि government के पास revenue आ रहा है, डिपार्टमेंटल अंडरटेकिंग से रेवेन्यू आ रहा है, तो उनको टैक्स रेट इंक्रीज करने की जरूरत ही नहीं है. सो गवर्नमेंट को पब्लिक से इकट्ठा करने की जरूरत नहीं है, क्योंकि गवर्नमेंट के अपने डिपार्टमेंट्स ही वो रेवेन्यू जनरेट कर रहे हैं. सो इट लेसन्स द बर्डन ऑफ टैक्सेस ऑन द पब्लिक. Easy financing is there. Financing become very easy as it is managed by the government. हमें पब्लिक के पास नहीं जाना इन्वेस्टमेंट्स के लिए, कैपिटल के लिए. हमें जितना पैसे की जरूरत है तो गवर्नमेंट जो है we can have our the blueprint of the finances हमें कितने चाहिए, and we can give to the government, and government approves that. Then proper utilization of funds are there. All the activities which are done by the departmental undertakings, that is with the approval of the government and the officials who have complete control over them. So no misutilization of funds. Because there is a transparency in the working of these departmental undertakings. The work, control, guide, everything is done by the government. So there is little chances of misutilization of the funds. Then next one is the limitations of departmental undertaking. Every side have two coins, so we'll discuss the limitations also. Lack of prompt action, delay in decisions, no quick decisions, because they have a complicated structure. एक छोटा सा डिसीजन करना है तो आपको चीफ एग्जीक्यूटिव ऑफिसर, आई टोल्ड यू देयर इज नो एडमिनिस्ट्रेटिव ऑटोनॉमी, कोई एडमिनिस्ट्रेटिव ऑटोनॉमी नहीं है, तो उनको किसको कंसर्न करना है, मिनिस्ट्री कंसर्न को कंसर्न करना है. अभी देखिए सीबीएसई का लिटिल छोटा सा डिसीजन करना है वेदर टू कैंसिल 10th क्लास 12th क्लास एग्जाम्स और नॉट, बट द डिसीजन is not quickly taken. Why? Because it has to pass through various levels, and after clearing from those levels, the decisions can be made finalized. So there is lack of quick decisions. Sometimes very great opportunities are missed because of the lack of the prompt decisions. The lack of flexibility is there. Strict government rules are there. Even if the chief executive officers or the directors or other persons, they want to have some changes in the organization, they can't do, because the control is of the government, and whatever essential operations of the undertaking that are laid down, they are worked according to the government rules and regulations. Then is lack of incentives. Ordinarily it may appear that the powers which the senior officials spur them to work for earning the maximum for the undertaking, but in reality the departmental undertaking have very limited powers. Sari ki sari power is with the government. With the result, they do not have any special effort to maximize income. अपनी incomes को वो increase नहीं कर सकते कि हम एक काम कर रहे हैं, चलिए हम ये भी कर लेते हैं या कुछ extra हम कर लें, because उनको prior permission किससे लेनी है, government से लेनी है. जरा सा भी step लेना है, उनको कुछ changes करने हैं, तो एक प्रायर परमिशन उनको गवर्नमेंट की लेनी पड़ेगी, इसलिए वो कुछ भी चेंजेस नहीं कर सकते, तो इनकम भी इंक्रीज नहीं हो सकती उनकी. Then lack of competitive feeling is that, when you are in a private sector, you have a big competition, and when you have a competition, you work more and you work creatively and you work innovatively. जब कंपटीशन होता है तो हम जील के साथ, एंथुजियाज्म के साथ काम करते हैं, लेकिन डिपार्टमेंटल अंडरटेकिंग्स में ऐसा लैक ऑफ कंपटीशन होता है, बिकॉज लॉसेस में है. अगर मे भी अंडरटेकिंग लॉसेस में है तो फिर भी एम्प्लॉइज को सैलरी मिल रही है. दे आर नॉट वरीड अबाउट देयर सैलरीज, दे आर नॉट वरीड अबाउट द थिंग्स. सो there is lack of competitive feelings. special attention. These undertakings do not pay special attention to ongoing losses. Even the railways are going into losses, even the post and telegraph department going into losses. But they are not the least bothered. So they are ongoing losses. They are not worried about the ongoing losses for want of competitive feelings or lack of profit motive. Not only this, they are careless about the interest and needs of the consumers. कहते हैं सरकारी काम है यार, ये ऐसा ही होता है. तो सरकारी काम, लेकिन आप प्राइवेट अगर देखोगे तो प्राइवेट में कंज्यूमर इज अ किंग. सारी की सारी जो पॉलिसीज हैं, प्रोसीजर्स हैं, कंज्यूमर को खुश करने के लिए अडॉप्ट किया जाता है. How to satisfy the needs and wants of the consumer is the utmost priority of the private sector. But public sector, they least care about, they least bothered about the interest of the consumers. They are bothered about their own interest only. Then next one is increase in the tax burden because these departments are running into losses. I told you that even the railways are running into losses, the post and telegraph department is running into losses, but still they can't shut those organizations as they are meant for the service motive, for the service of the society. Now, where the deficiency has to be covered from the public. So the expenditure is extra burden is on the public because government, it has to spend on the welfare activities where it's going to collect. If it has a limited income, the extra money will be collected from the public. More political interference is there. Government is concerned with their political pressures रहते हैं. पॉलिटिकल ऊपर अभी जैसे मैंने अभी आपको बताया कि मिनिस्ट्री ऑफ जो ह्यूमन रिसोर्स डिपार्टमेंट है हमारा, तो हमारी एजुकेशन को देख रहा है. एक डिसीजन करना है अबाउट द कैंसलेशन ऑफ द एग्जाम्स, तो वो सिर्फ द एचआरडी मिनिस्टर कांट डू दैट. उसको डिस्कस किससे करना है, डायरेक्टर ऑफ द सीबीएसई कांट डू दैट डिसीजन. एचआरडी मिनिस्टर से करना है, उसको पीएमओ से करना है, उसे होम मिनिस्टर से करना है, एंड ब्ला ब्ला ब्ला. तो बहुत लंबी लाइन है, ठीक है, बहुत पॉलिटिकल इंटरफेरेंस है. देन रेड टैपिज्म इज देयर, एक्सेसिव पेपर वर्क इज देयर. कहते हैं ये तो बाबू है, ठीक है, ये सरकारी बाबू हैं. तो व्हाट दे डू, सिर्फ बैठो, आओ, खाओ, पियो, दैट्स इट. सैलरी आ रही है, आपकी प्रॉफिट से कोई मतलब नहीं है, कंज्यूमर की सेटिस्फेक्शन से कोई मतलब नहीं है. पेपर वर्क इतना इकट्ठा होता जाता है, बट स्टिल यू आर लीस्ट बॉदर्ड अबाउट दैट. लेकिन यू नो दैट प्राइवेट में क्या होगा, यू वर्क स्पीक्स. आपका वर्क बोलता है, आपका काम बोलता है. आप जितने अच्छे एम्प्लॉय होंगे, जितना अच्छा काम करके दिखाएंगे, जितना जील से, इनोवेशन से, एंथुसियाज्म से काम करेंगे, उतना ही आपको रिकॉग्निशंस मिलेंगी, आपको प्रमोशंस मिलेंगी. बट दिस इज नॉट इन द पब्लिक सेक्टर. सो रेड टैपिज्म बहुत ज्यादा है, बहुत ज्यादा एक्सेसिव पेपर वर्क रहता है, हीप ऑफ फाइल वर्क रहता है. एंड यूटिलिटी, डिपार्टमेंटल अंडरटेकिंग की यूटिलिटी क्या है, कहां पर हम डिपार्टमेंटल अंडरटेकिंग खोल सकते हैं, जहां पर कंप्लीट कंट्रोल ऑफ द गवर्नमेंट इज एसेंशियल फॉर पब्लिक वेलफेयर. यू नो दैट वी हैव अ मिक्स्ड इकोनॉमी. तो कैपिटलिस्टिक एंड सोशलिस्टिक इकोनॉमी है हमारी. सोशल वेलफेयर भी हमारी प्रायोरिटी है, ठीक है. जहां पर सीक्रेसी चाहिए जिस डिपार्टमेंट में, जैसे डिफेंस मिनिस्ट्री है, ये भी डिपार्टमेंटल अंडरटेकिंग है. दिस डिफेंस मिनिस्ट्री ऑल्सो अंडर कम्स एंड बहुत सीक्रेसी चाहिए. तो सीक्रेसी चाहिए तो आपको गवर्नमेंट का कंट्रोल चाहिए, आपको प्राइवेट लोग बीच में नहीं चाहिए. सो डिपार्टमेंटल अंडरटेकिंग इज बेस्ट वन. देन योर सर्विसेज फॉर द पब्लिक यूटिलिटी. दिस इज द इम्पोर्टेंट पॉइंट. पब्लिक यूटिलिटी सर्विसेज, सर्विस मोटिव, बेहतरी, लोगों की भलाई, जहां पर सबसे बड़ा कंट्रीब्यूशन प्रायोरिटी है, एटमोस्ट प्रायोरिटी है, ठीक है. सो वेयर हेवी इन्वेस्टमेंट इज इन्वॉल्व, जहां बहुत सारे पैसे, बिकॉज आपको अगर रेलवे खोलना है या कोई और खोलना है, कम्युनिकेशन इंडस्ट्री खोलनी है, तो बहुत सारे पैसे लगते हैं, बहुत सारे इन्वेस्टमेंट की जरूरत है. और जो प्राइवेट इंडिविजुअल्स हैं वो इतना इन्वेस्टमेंट नहीं कर सकते. सो गवर्नमेंट, obviously need of the capital from the government is there. So heavy investment जहां भी involved होती है without any guarantee, तो वहां पर departmental undertaking is the best one. These I told you, these are welfare activities. Welfare ministry of this is a defense. It is also under the department undertaking. Main हमारा welfare होता है, profit motive नहीं होता, service motive होता है, ठीक है. Then thank you. And अगर I'll send you the assignment also, and मैं बहुत जल्दी assignment check करने के लिए भी मंगवा रही हूँ. From the back assignment, from इसी assignment से हम शुरू कर रहे हैं. आप करेंगे, बहुत सारे बच्चे ना वीडियो वॉच करते हैं और ना ही मुझे जो मैं टेस्ट मॉस पे बना के भेजती हूँ वो भी सेंड नहीं करते. सो मैं डोंट थिंक सो कि आई एम नॉट नोटिंग, आई एम मेकिंग योर diary, I'm making your portfolios, and I'm keeping a record of your things in that. Every step, every assignment has marks. So don't think so कि ये ऐसे ही है, बिना वजह से हमें काम दिया जा रहा है. It will be checked, it will be evaluated, and it will be assessed too. Thank you, dear students. Stay safe and stay happy.